What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is the series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help improve learning efficiency as well as avoid tilt. Stick around until the end, and I supply one of those for you as well. Now, on to the video. Round one, fight! Welcome back, party people. Welcome back. Real quick, before we get into match analysis, I'm going to hit on a couple of review points. The first thing is, if you haven't checked out the How to Day 1 E.Honda video, check that out because I go over all this stuff in there. But I just want to do a quick little review, and there's also a typed up written guide in the description down below. But real quick, there's 4 key fundamentals I want to hit on. This is the How to Day 1 2 Master Rank series, and there's 4 key fundamentals that I use to get every single character to Master Rank in this series. The first thing is, the number one rule is slow down and enjoy the game. Never forget, you are playing a video game. What do we do video games for? We play video games for fun. That's what video games are meant to be. They're meant to be fun. Yes, Street Fighter can be difficult. Street Fighter can be ego-breaking. That's good. You shouldn't have an ego anyways, Rodrigo. You are damn near, you're flipping burgers at the gas station, Rodrigo. You should be playing Street Fighter for fun. Don't get mad at the game and punch a hole in your wife. What are you doing, Rodrigo? We were friends, dude. Now you got neck tattoos. What's going on, Rodrigo? But no. You got to slow down and enjoy the game. It's the key to enjoying fighting games is you don't play to win. If you want to have fun, you don't play to win because losing's real. Even the best players on planet Earth, that's why we call 7-3 matchups because it could be the easiest matchup to win in the world, but you're still going to lose 3 out of 10 times. Losing's real, dude. Losing happens to all of us. You know what I mean? You want to win more than you lose, but it takes time and effort. So how do you have fun when you're losing? You play to learn and you play to get better. If you play to learn and you play to get better every single time you sit down, you're going to have fun every single time. If you learn one thing every time you sit down to play Street Fighter, you're going to have a blast in this game. That's the most fulfilling thing in this game is whenever you practice something and then you land it in a match. That's where the real fun's at, man. And you can't just get caught in that feedback loop of doing the same shit over and over again. You always want to be doing new stuff, learning new stuff. The master is the eternal student. Play to learn, play to get better. Another big key takeaway that I've learned over the years is learn how to laugh at yourself when you lose. Even if it's versus, an opponent doing a subpar strategy. Laugh at the flailing, just imagine it like whenever I was playing Dulcim, I imagined there was a Dulcim mirror match I lost, and I just imagined as 2 oiled up, stretchy old men high on fentanyl in a parking lot, slapping at each other with their arms, and it was just it was a good time all around, even though I lost, you know what I mean? Learn how to laugh, develop storylines, whatever, just have fun with it. Number 2 of my 4 fundamentals is basic execution. All y'all mofos always be typing, oh, buffer the SPD, yada, 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 with the hell stab. Oh, E.Honda, you can do a piano feedback loop options. Nah, man. We're doing 6 combos. That's the idea with this shit. We're doing 6 combos. I learned 6 or 7 combos that I made myself or stole from Super Combo Wiki because I didn't want to do my own homework, but I took the easiest ones. I grabbed the easiest combos I could do, and that's all I'm using the Master Rank, man. The point of this is to show that it doesn't matter. You don't need fancy combos. You don't need no tech. You could get the Master Rank just with the easy combos. The idea with the combos too is it's not even combos are, but the thing is punishes are important. And not dropping your combo is way more important than doing an optimal combo. If you do an optimal combo and you drop it versus doing the shitlord easy peasy day 1 combo, this is how to day 1. You do the day 1 jab, 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 headbutt. That's the shit I like to see. Look at that. Stand medium punch into stand medium punch into target combo. Into level 3. This is what I'm talking about. We're not doing anything fancy. Look at the damage on this. This is the easiest combo he's got, and I just killed this Terry with it. You know what I mean? Because I cashed out. That's what. And now I just see what I'm saying. This is. We're not doing anything fancy. We're spamming the same buttons. You know what I mean? That's the idea behind that. And if you look in the guide, I have my easy basic combos. The How to Day 1 video, I go over this some more depth, but it's important stuff. The number 3 fundamental is a basic game plan. And the idea behind this is, yes, it's day 1, but you want your starter deck, when you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! or Magic, they have these, you know, starter decks with the full complete deck in it, the rule book, all that stuff, so you can just start playing the game and then you know what the hell you're doing. Same idea here. I'm trying to give you guys the starter decks for all these characters. So the game plans, I always start out with like a pop quiz, but we'll get into more detail. But the idea behind a game plan is like, I'm playing E.Honda. Can't play E.Honda like he's Ryu. Can't play E.Honda like he's Zangief. Can't play E.Honda like he's Cammy. I have to play E.Honda like he's E.Honda. That's the way of the worm, bro. You know, and the idea behind this is like, it doesn't mean that's a bad thing at all. We just got to learn how we want to be piloting our character. In chess, the rook is an incredibly strong piece. The bishop is an incredibly strong piece. They're the antithesis of each other. One can move vertically and horizontally. The other can only move diagonally. This doesn't mean that they are weak in any way. It just means they can't move like each other. We want to play E.Honda like E.Honda. We want to play a rook like he's a rook. You know what I mean? It's in the rules. We have to. That's the idea behind that. And in the guide down below, as well as the How to Day One video, I go into how you come up with your own game plan, as well as I give you 3, as I said, starter deck game plans to get you started in this game with the character you want to learn. You know, just fucking practice that shit and land your easy combos, and you'll be winning a lot more than you were before Iron Sam. And I'm not saying no disrespect. Never hold your rank to who you are as a person, but anyone could get to master rank. If I could play on D-pad with my feet with all these characters to get the master rank, anyone can get the master rank. I'm not that good, people. And our 4th and final rule, that brings it all the way around. Our 4th and final rule is the most important rule. If you're going to take anything away from my videos, take away this one. This is the 20 and 5 rule. The 20 and 5 rule is play for 20 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. The point of this is to develop learning efficiency. This is the most efficient way to learn stuff. It also helps you avoid tilt. By learn stuff, I mean in Street Fighter, like I was talking about at the beginning, if you're... Jesus Christ, is he dead? No, he's Zangief. He's still alive, but damn, that was a sick punish. I could have killed him if I spit on my drive gauge, but yeah. 20 and 5 rule, the idea is you play for 20 minutes, you take a 5-minute break. This helps, whatever you were practicing, how we came back, you play to learn, you play to get better. We said that before. Whatever you were practicing when you were playing to learn, playing to get better, the only way your brain's gonna marinate that information and you're gonna learn from it is if you take breaks, take regular breaks. And plus, this game has a heavy mental stack. Whenever you play like 4 players back to back, you actually have to think in this game, which a lot of people complain about, which I think is hilarious because fighting game players have been carried by their characters for so fucking long. Now they actually have to think in this game, and that's why they don't like it. Even whenever they get throw loop, they're like, oh, it's a 50-50, blah, blah, blah. This is the right choice. Guess what the right choice is? It's when you flop your nuts on the fucking table and you swing the bat, you bastard. But no, I'm just being salty. But yeah, no, this game's spectacular in that way that no matter what, you have to at least keep your head on. You can't autopilot in this game. You'll get fucking cooked. So that's why I say 20 minutes, 5-minute break, because that's the only way you're going to develop a mental efficiency to battle this fucking... Because it's 2 wills opposing each other, you know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of veteran players hate that they have to try to beat, you know, anybody in this game, which I think's hilarious. And it's like a testament to their ego once again, which is like, it's still funny to this day that you can be a top player in a fighting game and have an ego so big. But I mean, if you're the best in the world, why wouldn't you, right? But yeah, 20 and 5 rule, mental efficiency, helps you avoid tilt, and it's also just really good for you to take a break. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like we all, you need to. It's hard to think like a 5-minute break is taking care of your mental health. But how many times have we sat there and played a video game for like 4 hours straight without a break, without even thinking about ourselves? You know, that shit ain't good for you, man. If you play a video game for 4 hours straight, but you take a 5-minute break every 20 minutes to get up, stretch, drink some water, maybe work out a little bit, maybe watch some dancing butts on YouTube. Way more better for your mental health, you know what I mean? Then you're being vigilant, you know, you're actually like, I am going out of my way to take care of myself, which might sound corny, you know, taking a 5-minute break from playing video games or whatever, but like at the end of the day, it's, which is a cliche in itself, but you're going out, at least you're doing something to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're doing one little thing to take care of yourself a day, and that's taking 5-minute breaks while playing video games, man. Like, that shit snowballs. At least you're doing something to take care of yourself. Anyways, I diatribed for far too long. That was a sick punish, that stand heavy kick cancel. But yeah, let's do match analysis. I know this is a shorter video. Sorry for that. But the next one too, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, that shit hurts. But yeah, you know, man, let's do match analysis for the rest of the video. So beginning, I waddled back and forth just to try to get him to do something. E.Honda doesn't have a dragon punch to buffer, and that's why I waddled back and forth at the beginning for spacing, because the space it puts me at the beginning of the match isn't necessarily optimal for Honda. And now I'm testing him with headbutts. That's in our day one guide, our pop quiz. We test him with headbutts. If I backed up a little bit further, I could whip punish that with the standing heavy punch. Probably the easiest button in the game to whip punish, but still a very strong button nonetheless. Yeah, that was a bad call on his part. You know, there's a lot of answers to headbutt. He doesn't want to parry it, though. I'm going to go into level 3 here. It's not going to kill, but it's going to burn him out, and I'm already in burnout, so it's really the only option in this scenario without an optimal kill combo. Okay, that works. He jumped, you know. For him to make that comeback, jumping was the last thing he could have done. I was in burnout, so I couldn't DI him, so he needed to hold his ground. One SPD and one level 3, and I lost that game. So he needed to be a little patient, you know. It's not like one jump into level 3 was going to win him the game, you know what I mean? We got this match hella fast, dude. What the hell? What the hell, Barry? Okay, let's see how we start this one out. Jump right at the start, totally whipped, because Jamie's actually small. He's a small little boy. He's the same size as Cammy, funny enough, in this game, which really tells you how small this boy is. Could I take Jamie in a fight? Give me a baseball bat. I bet I could take Jamie in a fight. Maybe not, though. He throws his booze at me. I couldn't take E.Honda with a baseball bat, that's for sure. That shit would bounce right off of him. I'm jumping a lot at this fellow because he's not anti-air. I could have probably killed if I did an optimal combo there, but I dropped my shit. Oh, wow. That was dirty. See, this guy's scrambling way too much versus my E.Honda. It's a lot of players, a lot of diamond players will like to scramble. It's a little bit unfortunate when they're paired up with me because of my mad experience. Like, I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, dude. Like, if you don't have that kind of experience in your belt and you're trying to scramble with folks, like, look at it. And then, yeah, this is the anti-scramble right here. That stand medium punch, dude. That button is the god button. That button is so good. It's a little short range, but honestly, dude, I fucking love that button. It's the only button in this game that reminds me of Makoto's standing medium punch. It's not Makoto's standing medium punch, but it is a standing medium punch that's plus on block, grapple off of. Honestly, like, that button alone makes me want to play a lot more E.Honda. It just felt right, you know? I had a command grab. I had a good stand medium punch. I'm not going to Makoto glaze anymore. It's weird. I heard a lot of people hate that character. And you know what I got to say? That fuck you. Akuma's in this game. Akuma's in every game. I hate Akuma, dude. Akuma's in fucking every game. And you play him 1,000 times in every single Street Fighter. You guys bitching about Makoto. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, okay, butt slam pop quiz. Nice, perfect parry. No punish. See what I'm saying? That's why I always say do your easy bread and butters, dude. Because you try to do this optimal fancy shit, you always drop it. Look at my health. Look at his health. And E.Honda, ooh, nice anti-air. Okay, never mind. Now he's got a lead. Now he's in trouble because I'm stand medium punching him. See, that dry rush stand medium punch is like +5 on block. E.Honda's like a legit grappler in this game. Honestly, he might be my favorite grappler in this game. I don't know. I love Manon. I've never been a Zangief guy. You guys saw my Zangief guide, and I just fucking had to develop an evil personality to play that character. And that shit did. But E.Honda, I actually like. I don't know. He's got everything I like in a character. Is the fucked up thing, you know? He's got a good stand medium punch. He's got a command grab. He's got hella damage, dude. That's like a command grab and big damage in a character. That's usually what I look for. It's and he's not as bad as people think either. It's just a matchup thing, you know. That's what I mean. I don't know. E.Honda. think for a sec. No, that's 2 characters that have trouble with fireballs. Oh yeah, you can't do that. But so look at that fucking damage, dude. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunate. This is a different Jamie. This is Vile Redux. That's plus. I wonder what E.Honda really gets. I wonder if standing medium punch reaches. Probably. Yeah, dude, that's not the call. Watch how much damage I do to him. No meter. Yeah, GG, right? He's dead. E.Honda's crazy, dude. It's more of just a lot of players won't play his game, which unfortunately, that's why everyone hates E.Honda's design in this game, is it doesn't really matter what level you're playing at, if it's like the lowest tier level or the highest tier level, you have to play E.Honda's game, dude. It's just... you don't have a choice about it. That's just how the character's designed. You have to fight E.Honda. Oh, no, bro. Yeah, this guy... oh, nice. Do you think he was predicting command grab? I think he was just holding up on the stick no matter what. Boot. Slammeroo. Oh, baited it. Headbutts all day. Headbutts all day is the game plan, you know, until they could show me that they have an answer for my headbutt. If he's just going to block it, look how much drive gauge it does to him. Butt slam, if you're just going to block it, look how much drive gauge it does. You could actually aim the trajectory of the butt slam. See what I'm doing? I'm just headbutting butt slamming, and now he made a mistake that's going to literally kill him. Oh, I didn't cancel it. He could win this. He's not doing... you could wake up with a basic uppercut because it's anti-air invincible on those meaty headbutts. Like when he's getting up, it's very easy to react to. He just he was on pill. He didn't think he could beat E.Honda with Jamie for whatever reason, but he just needed to slow down, play Street Fighter instead of wiggity 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 what. So if you guys are unaware, at the ends of these videos I like to do a little diatribe on these characters. We're talking about E.Honda, you know, we're learning about E.Honda. I like to play the character and learn about him because Street Fighter has characters from all around the world, so I could educate myself on the sociology of all these different characters and their cultures. Learn more about them. Stop being such a dumbass is my plan for myself. But yeah, I like to talk about him. So I don't think we talked about Sumo yet, you know, we might have. But I want to go into the tradition of sumo and learn a little bit more about sumo. I love sumo wrestling. That's on my bucket list. Before I die, I would love to go to Japan and see a legit, like, major league sumo, whatever they call the highest echelon, see a match or an event. I know they do those events, like, every year where they have, like, those giant tournaments with all the guys, and they do, like, a round robin, and they all have to fight each other. Just to see that for a day, it's always been a dream of mine. Eat sushi while doing it. And drink sake and just be like a big fat American with like sunglasses on the whole time and a blazer that's open and just be like, oh, like a super villain in a James Bond movie. That's always been a dream of mine. So anyways, let's talk about sumo wrestling. Sumo is one of the oldest and most tradition-bound sports in the world, with roots stretching back over 1,500 years. Originating as a Shinto ritual to entertain the gods and ensure good harvests. Sumo is steeped in ceremony and symbolism. Every match begins with sacred rituals. Salt is thrown to purify the ring. Stomping drives away evil spirits, and wrestlers wear elaborate top knots and ceremonial aprons that reflect centuries of heritage. Even the doyo, the ring itself, is considered sacred ground treated with reverence. Today, sumo remains deeply connected to its origins. Unlike many modern sports, it resists change. Wrestlers live in training stables under strict hierarchies, follow rigid codes of conduct, and are expected to maintain humility and discipline, both inside and outside the ring. There's no showboating, no theatrics, just raw, disciplined combat, governed by respect and tradition. Yet in a rapid evolving Japan, sumo's unchanging nature both inspires pride and raises questions. Foreign-born wrestlers have risen to prominence, and debates around gender roles and inclusivity persist. Still, for many, sumo remains a spiritual anchor, a living reminder of Japan's cultural soul. In a world of constant flux, sumo's absolute tradition offers something rare: continuity, dignity, and a sacred rhythm, untouched by time. And that being said, party people, I am the depressed gamer. I need you to all be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everyone. It helps spread the videos, helps grow our small community that is bent on helping each other, which I like. I see you guys helping each other in the comments and stuff. That's fucking awesome. Never expected that to be happening on my videos. People are actually hanging out. That's what's up. Gotta keep on struggling, people. Ain't no getting off of this train till we at the end of the line. And I will see you in the next one.